We all know that content is king right now. I don't care if you're an artist, a business owner, or anything in between, but I am here with a group of individuals that understands that they're amazing artists, but they focus on entirely different kind of content than most artists than you see. Welcome to another conversation with character. I am here with the Ghetty Boys. From the left to right, we got Solo Dope, we got Danny Boy, and we got Menthol Prince. Man, let's get into it. Tell us about yourselves, man. Where are you from? I know where you're from, but tell me.
Hey, we from the LBC, and then Danny's from La Habra, but we all 5'6"
Yes, I'm from La Habra, California. Shout out Orange County.
And I'm from the east side of Long Beach. Solo the dopest. 1/3 of the Ghetty Boys. Ghetto was Ghetty Boy.
Hell yeah. How long y'all been together? Been working together?
We've been working together for a long ass minute. I think, I've known Solo forever. Me and Danny for 2 years now? 2 years now. But yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah, I met Menthol Prince from his wife. I used to work with his wife at Rove, and she told me that her husband raps, and I was like, what? Let me meet him. We ended up meeting, and it just clicked,
Hell yeah.
And you like Menthol said, we've met each other basically damn near since we was diapers, we go back to grade school, We've been doing this forever till it's backwards. And I met Danny Boy organically through this, because he's already had his own thing going with Batch Records, so we all have a background with with rapping, so organically that brought us together. Shout out to Batch Records, by the way.
Hell yeah. Now, what I was talking about at the beginning is so many artists, man, they just post their songs. That's all they do. It's just song post after song post, and then they share it, and this is what I'm working on, this and that. But they're not gonna gain followers with that. They have to give some people a more of a reason to come to their page and want to follow you and see more of your content, which is what y'all do. Y'all do a lot of podcasts, things like that. But then, you had that one video that I remember seeing this video a long time ago, when you first posted it. But it's you guys are at a show and you stop and interview and you guys talk about it or whatever. And I don't know, that's just the kind of unique approach that people need to take, though. How did y'all come up with these things?
Well, just we just be on our phones a lot. We see other people do it, we're like, hey, that's the idea. That's what people are consuming right now. You know what I mean? We do a little bit of research, or if I see a reel that I like, kind of the format of, I'll save it just so I can look when I'm looking for ideas or what we're trying to do. Just kind of reference that if we need inspo or something. But that's just kind of how I be running the Ghetty Boys page, and kind of at the beginning we were taking a very different approach, very organized, in the sense that we were trying to plan our content out, but that just made it a very unnatural feel to the page. So we started just kind of switch it up and doing more day by day, more current. We'll have some pre-made videos, but that'd be just for music videos or lyric videos and stuff like that. Just kind of more of what's really going on in the day-to-day of us.
For sure, bro. And stuff like this right here, man, this is crazy.
Meet me on the freeway.
That was, but that is an opportunity, though, that y'all took. What else you gonna do? You're sitting in this traffic jam, you're not moving for 15, 20 minutes at least. Man, I that takes balls, but that means y'all are always looking for an opportunity. And I think that's what makes you stand out.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, when that happened, bro, traffic was stopped for 30 minutes, and I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna car real quick, we're gonna record some shit. And yeah, we ended up doing it, bro. That was one take. That was all one take right there.
But I mean, it takes confidence, because bro, you're walking past people in cars you don't know. I know people looking at you like they're crazy. You gotta feel a little bit. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but you do it anyway.
Yeah, I do it, man. I do it for the clickbait. Get people to follow us. Come on, baby.
Exactly.
Ghetty Boys out here.
I couldn't. What soloed up? What did he just say?
I was just saying tap in.
Okay, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Y'all performing a lot, right?
Yeah, try to get that performance, get our name everywhere, let people see who we are, what our music is and everything. So whenever we get an opportunity to be on stage, we go for it,
What's it like in LBC performing live?
Man, it's a trip, you know. This is where me and Solo grew up. So it's like, man, we used to go to these venues just to chill, just to kick it, and now we're like, you know, on stage. It's just different. You know, we were even in the beginning of kind of like our performance career, we were doing a lot of stuff with this kind of like open mics and stuff like that. And there was one of these open mics that was literally on the beach of Long Beach. Like they would just pop up, you know, it'd be pretty much like this like little tiny little stage on the beach, and like, you know, the passersby would like come on by and just kind of like stop, look for a second at the open mics. It was cool, but it was literally like looking at Long Beach, like the beach.
That's
like,
incredible, bro. I can't imagine
just a trip. Kind of like a full circle type thing, you know. It's just like, this has been a dream, but now it's like we're making steps to make it reality, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Now, what was y'all's like? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, and I know it's the same thing with Danny with La Habra, because he performs a lot in La Habra too.
Yeah, man, like we started booking a venue called Squire's Bar, and we actually starting to build like a hip hop community in La Habra, because like before, La Habra doesn't really have a big hip hop community. Like there's not many shows going on there. So we found a little place where we can book artists and have them come out to our city and perform. And we've been having pretty much good turnouts, so I really appreciate that.
Hell yeah, bro. Solo Dope, you said you grew up with Menthol Prince over here, man. Like, tell me some stories. What is some shit y'all used to get into?
Man. Remember the days he used to pull up with the van? Yeah. I don't know about the van. I don't know.
I used to have this big old red van, like a mom van, but it was cool because like I don't really drink too much, and when we go party and stuff like that, like I'd be the DD, but I'd have like 8-9 people in my van just fucked up. Because I don't really need the bottle to get turned up at the party, you know what I mean? That's just how I am, like, naturally. But so like I make the perfect DD because I don't drink, and I still have fun. But then I drive everybody home, like 9 people. We were packed up in that. Everybody knew that like I had that big ass van, and we did some shit. We did some shit in that van.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but yeah, we used to cypher back in the day too, like all the time when he used to pull up, like before we even the studio, like even before the studio was built, because he built the studio, you know, with his father from the ground up, you know.
No shit.
His father-in-law. I mean, sorry, stand corrected. His father-in-law, him and his pops-in-law built the studio from the ground up, basically, because we started from like, what was it, mattresses and like pillows to catch the sound. Yeah, it was crazy. So, you know, we started from the mud here, and same in the shed, you know, like before you see what it is, you know, he built all this around us, you know, and we got it popping, you know. He's the contractor, like the foreman, the CEO. He got it. He started it up, you know, and that's what kind of like solidified the group together, because, you know, he took the vision and ran with it, because he's seen all of us had a different style and shit. You know, we started as a quartet, but now we're a trio, you know. But we've solidified ourselves as Ghetty Boys. We're still trying to find our sound, because we are all over the place, you know. Like, we're different, we're all over the board, but at the same time, there's no other group like us. There's literally no other rap group like us, bro. Like, I can tell you that much for sure. You know?
What is the Ghetty Boys? What is that?
Ghetty Boy is like the name?
Yeah.
Ghetty Boy is kind of like, you know, John Paul Getty, you know, who's the richest man in the world. Like, if you're from LA, like, you know that, like, and like, you know, just, it's kind of like a in LA, Long Beach type thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Getty, you know, he made money, you know, he's about arts and culture, because there's a big ass museum over here called the Getty Museum. And then, it's pretty much just his house, because he was a big ass rich billionaire art collector. So he literally, when he died, they literally just turned his house into some type of fucking like museum. So it's just like, you know, that's just what we're going for. We're going for, like, you know, we about our money, you know, we about where we're from. We're about, like, you know, the arts to an extent, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, it's just a cool sounding name. Ghetty Boys, like, you know what I mean? That's some 562 shit.
Oh yeah. Now, how long ago did you build the studio?
Oh man, so I really started taking this serious like in 2019, and it's just we built the studio, and then before, like, it was just like, yeah, like Solo said, like there was just mattresses and setup. It was very like janky because it's like it took me a long time to figure out how to like mix, produce, and master the music. You know, we had the place, but it's just kind of like you still got to do the learning and shit like that. You know what I mean? But then yeah, over time, you know, we just take chips away and I built like a proper recording booth, and you know, I know how to mix, master, and produce now. So it is now like kind of like realized.
Triple threat.
Hey.
What do y'all consider your biggest accomplishments?
Wow.
All right, we're gonna let Solo start off. Go ahead, Solo.
Oh, for sure, our recent show, because they had to calm me down. I had anxiety out of the last show. We're out there way the hell out in Fresno. We're opening for Big Rito. They're like 700 people. I'm like 700 people. Hell no. I'm like, what? I went outside and rolled up like 3 blunts back to back. Kept going, picking up more switches. They're like, oh, Solo, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, man. We got this. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, but I don't hear you. Fuck. I'm like, it was nerve-wracking, but we killed it. We killed it. Because I almost fell off that stage, first of all. It was a small ass stage. We're on like a little platform and shit. I'm trying to do my little 2-step and do my little b-boy and shit. I'm like, oh, that's not happening at this venue. I'm like, what the fuck? I almost fell off the stage. Almost did some Rod Wave shit. I'm like, no, hell no. Shout out to Rod Wave, by the way. Shit, he tumbling off stage and shit. Or Drewski, him falling off stage and shit too. I wasn't gonna do that. The hell no, you ain't gonna get that at me. But I'm quick on my toes. I'm a break dancer, so that's it. You know, I moves. I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer and a rapper, so you'll never catch me slipping. That's it on stage, especially with my boy. So.
Yeah, man, that's one of the shows that I really feel very accomplished on. You know, I kept telling Solo, he was like 700. No, I heard it was gonna be 900. I can't.
And I'm over here like trying to calm him down. I'm like, no, bro. Like, don't even think about it like that.
I was like, I just got a call. They say it's gonna be 1,000 people.
It sounds like a scene from a movie, bro.
Yeah, man, but being accomplished, that was like one of the accomplishments that we all were very proud of. It was crazy, you know, opening up for someone like 03 Greedo and the, you know, level of success he's at. So it really gave us like a nice foot in the door, you know.
How did that come about?
Oh, how did that come about? Well, this promoter I was talking to actually was supposed to get us on a Dizzy Wright show, and he had promised that to us. But Dizzy Wright up and canceled his tour because we were supposed to do it in, I think it was like, I don't know, it's like someplace 4 hours away, 5 hours away or something like that, like middle California-ish. But Dizzy Wright canceled his tour, and like I guess that happened right around the same time that that this show was getting put together, and the 03 Greedo was supposed to be originally in what's that fucking city called? Oh, El Centro, kind of like by San Diego type. It's kind of like I don't know. That show got canceled. They moved it to Fresno like real quick that day. And the promoter, he was just like, yo, we just need someone to fill the slot real quick. And like, you know, instead of the Dizzy Wright show, like this, we'll just put you in right here. Which we scored, man, because I mean 03, I mean I like Dizzy Wright, but man, 03, he just got out of jail. Like, man, that place was packed out.
That's crazy, bro. It sounds like it happened so fast for y'all too. Like,
yeah. I mean, we were dapping up. We were like, like we were like on the moon, because it's just kind of like we were like a little bit bummed that the Dizzy Wright thing didn't pan out. But man, like, you know, something better was right around the corner, you know. So what can you say? What can you say?
Yep. When a door closes, another one opens. That's what they say.
Big facts, man. Now, I think I heard y'all talking before the interview. Some shit went down, I think, last night at some show. Do y'all want to talk about that? It sounded like a good story. I'm not going to lie. Like, I want to hear it.
He heard it. He heard it
For the third time. Let's go.
He heard it. The repeat. A little altercation happened last night. You know, I'm not gonna get into too much details, but let's just say I'm just glad everyone's safe and I handled the situation as it needed to be, and I got the problem solved, and everyone had a good time at the end. So
that's the podcast version of the answer right there.
that's the podcast version.
How about obstacles, man? What are the biggest obstacles y'all got to get over?
Yo, right now it's definitely fucking timing. Like we all work pretty much opposite schedules, all of us. So, and not only that, we all have really demanding jobs. So, and
What do y'all do?
I mean, my 9 to 5 right now, I work as a server in a fancy French restaurant, but there's only 2 servers. Like, it's super small. We only do about 50 people a night, so it's me and another person. And it's pretty much, it's just super small. I have to be there every day, you know,
Wow.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah, no, I know, man. Serving jobs ain't an easy thing, bro.
It's cool. It's you know, the tips are good. That's why I'm here. It funds the music. It funds the everything. So I can't really complain too much. It's a blessing to have a job like that, but it is demanding because I can't call off of work because then they have to close the restaurant. And that's like
Wow.
a real like, yeah. If I call off of work, they're not at the restaurant.
That's crazy.
Like today we got a show, and I'm not going to be in at work today. Like I only take like 1 day off a month, really. Because they have to cut the reservations back so that the restaurant can be run only by one service. So it's only going to be like 20, 30 reservations or
Wow.
people there.
Wow.
Not reservations, people. Yeah. So but it's family. They understand the dream. They understand the vision. So that's why it's like family over there.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, for me, my job is this rap thing. Well, my side job that I do to survive off, I'm a setup mechanic for a company called Toro. We like set up like golf carts and like lawnmowers and shit. So, you know, I'm good with my hands. You know, I could get it done. But yeah, man. I mean, they're cool. They're very understanding. Like my supervisor came up to me one time and he's like, yo, if you guys like ever had like a late night where you guys are performing or like something's going down, like don't hesitate to be like call in and tell me. Like I will be understanding. Like I understand what you guys are going for. So I really appreciate them, man. They're really cool. Yeah, it's like I work from like 6 to like 2:30, so you know I'm up early.
Gotcha.
So going to the shows on a Sunday and then fun going to work the next day on a Monday could suck sometimes, you know.
That's the life, though. That's the life, bro.
Then me, I switch up from Metro and Uber and then Lyft, and because I do the show for life, you know, and then I work a 9 to 5 basically. I'm a lead manager over at Action Sales. So I'm basically on a forklift all day arguing with grown-ups, and if they don't want to work, I'm sending you home. I'm on the phone half the time. I'm like, hey, he ain't cutting it. I'm not about to argue. Hey, send me somebody else. You know, like that type of shit. So I'm doing that from 9 to 5, and then at night, you know, become solo dope, put the cape on and we hit the booth when I get the chance, you know, if our schedules match up, like he said earlier, Menthol mentioned earlier, you know. So that's what's really conflicting right now, because usually I'm my 9 to 5 on top of traveling. That gets me too, because then I also take care of family on the side. So I'm always going out the way. It's like work after work and then more work, you know. So it never stops, but we still make it happen. When we can, we make it happen, and then we make the time worth it. We make it definitely worth it. Like we don't waste any time when we get to it. We definitely make it worth it. You know, time is money and money is time, you know.
Absolutely, bro. And you know, I like to ask that question because, you know, first of all, when y'all do blow up and people watch this interview, it'll be really good to hear that they're living the life that you're living right now, and you're gonna be where you're gonna be. That's the reality of this music hustle. It takes so much more than just music. You got a whole life that happens around you making music.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you're exactly right. Like no one's born and then all of a sudden they're like a famous singer. It's always a journey, unless you're like Billie Eilish or something. You know what I mean? She was literally born and then like was like a super like popular singer. Hey, yo, shout out Billie Eilish.
Would y'all consider timing to be your biggest obstacle right now too? Danny Boy and
I mean,
Solo. Go ahead.
I guess obstacle if you use it like very loosely, because we still make it work. Like it's like the biggest like I guess hurdle, but we still jump in that hurdle. We still do it every day. Like we make it work. Like there's no stopping us.
Honestly, I think time's on our side on this side, you know, because like I'm 26, you know, and I'm with the Ghetty Boys, but I also run a label called Batch Records out of La Habra. So we're really like, you know, I got the LLC, I got all that, so it's an independent record label. So like it really is like, I think time's on our side because we're starting at a good time. We're learning the business, but also learning the music side. So we're learning everything about it.
On top of that, to add to Ghetty Boy and Menthol, like we're gaining traction organically because we don't like we're not forcing anything down people's throats. We're actually gaining followers, views, you know, like the streams that we have on Spotify. It's all organic now, you know, at this point. Like we're just gaining traction and we're just running with it. So anytime that we have, we're ultimate opportunists, you know, each of us. Like you said, we're the CEOs. Like I'm with the CEOs right here. I got my own thing going on too. I just started a nonprofit organization. I'm a co-president now. So we're basically all presidents, basically on a Mount Rushmore of our own, getting things going. And we're just, like he said, time is in our favor, actually. So the glass is half full, not half empty, as I see it. Because every time we have time, we just take, you know, we take advantage of that and we make it worth the while, you know. Every minute of it, you know, we capitalize on it. We don't waste any time. We just get to it. That's it. That's how the Ghetty Boys move.
Did you write that before this? Was that?
Not at all.
That's just
That's just the lyricism in me, man. Like everybody says that about the way I talk. It's just that's why I bar out the way I bar out, the way we bar out the way we bar out. You know. Spitting facts.
Yeah, it's that passion. You know, we all have like a fucking fire inside of us that's like, it's hungry and it's like burning like with like intensity. You know what I mean? Me, Solo, Danny, it's just kind of like three like suns like just colliding into one. You know what I mean? To make like a supernova. No, guys, like we really want this shit. Like we ain't like doing this shit for like, you know, I mean, yeah, it's fun, but we're not doing it for that. We're doing it because we need to, because we're like, it's like the art, it's like the standing, it's like the walk, it's like the journey, it's like everything. It's just like what our lives are supposed to be. And yeah, I can't say it any other way than that it's just like our true calling. And like it's very rare that three individuals that you can see that, you can feel that, and like once y'all are together, like it's like it's natural. It's natural art being created, you know what I mean? Like, and like with no judgments, because we all got different styles. We all do it like completely different. Like Solo got his wave, Danny got his wave, I got my wave, like, you know what I mean? And it mixes and meshes, and like, you know, it's like it's a whole like act, you know what I mean? It's like legitimate.
Yeah, man, like Jonathan was saying, Mr. Menthol Prince.
Government name.
Okay. The government name. It's all good. They're gonna Google you one day. But yeah, man, you know, we all connect. It's crazy because our styles are so different, but when it all comes together, it works, man. It's like being high as hell and making something with the munchies, and you're like making a sandwich and you put chips in it, and all that, you know. It just works at the end, you know. It doesn't work. Accurate. Way too accurate, my boy. Damn. I ain't been the hammer on the nail, right? Oh, man, shit. Man. But yeah, like to add to what Ghetty Boy is saying, you know, that's what makes us the Ghetty Boys. Basically, what you see is what it is. You know, it's three different worlds collided at one, and you're gonna see like in the future what we have. We had a lot of stuff in the vault too. We go across the board, you know. It's not just hip hop. Like these cats actually have gone across the board and done different things. Especially Menthol, he's went the distance. You know, he's got these opens that he's done like these rock rap type things. It sounds crazy. These 7-minute songs and shit, they sound fucking crazy. I'm telling you, I'm vouching for him right now. 1/3 of the Ghetty Boys, just take my word for it. Like, man, he's going brazy in the studio for no reason. No cap.
Yeah, man, it's for me, it's always been like I never really try and like be put in like some type of box or anything like that. When I say I listen to all music, I really do listen to all music, and I like all music. I don't think it's too far for me to say I have like a country album one day, I'll have a fucking like rock album one day, I'll have like, you know, all these different types. I like all kinds of genres, you know what I mean? Me and the homie Autonomy, we're making like this, I don't know, it's like sad boy rap, kind of like rock type like album, this whole like tape, and it's yeah, it's cool. I really like it. I like experimenting with the flows. I like experimenting with different stuff. Like it's, yeah, I mean that's what I feel like the true art is. It's like not being put in one box, taking on different characters and like, you know, making different movies with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and to add to that, bro, like, yeah, I really respect the way he's doing it and Solo's doing it, because me also, I love to experiment. I like to experiment with my voice. So like sometimes I'll sing, I'll hum. I've done like some R&B tracks, dude. Like I got this song called So High with this girl singer, bro, and a lot of people like that song, you know, and it was just out of my comfort zone. So it was just like something else. So I like to experiment with my voice, you know, and try to get those vocals down.
Yeah, and another thing to add, like, I don't know if you caught any of our performances yet. I know you asked earlier about like.
I've seen some of the reels, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got to catch our live performances because it's a little different. We throw in a little shit where it's like I start breakdancing and shit, man. I'm telling you, on some Curtis Blow shit, like, and like for real, I throws it down. Like people be tripping the fuck out. Like remember Live in Hollywood when you guys hosted that shit? I was lit. I almost fucking around and did some Jeff Hardy shit off the rafter. If the DJ booth wasn't there, I would have flipped off that shit. But he was there. Almost fucking around and forgot. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get him. I'm long. I'm like, I said, I'll clear that flip, but no, his head is in the way. I'm gonna kick the shit out of him. So I wasn't gonna do that for the people. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, that's just a thing to add in too. We got a dancer in the group too, so y'all ever want to see some hip hop dancing, freestyle dancing? Like, man, I'll throw my shit down for the crowd. That's how I do it for the people, bro. That's it. It's all hip hop in this group.
Why you always trying to dance off the stage, bro?
Bro, he loves it. Hey, to add to that, I've seen this guy doesn't care if there's carpet on the floor, he'll get that rug burned.
And y'all, and like the internet's gonna be able to see all that soon. I got a bunch of little cameras and stuff to set up during the show. I'm gonna try and do that for the first time tonight at the show that we're doing this evening. I'm gonna try and set up the GoPro, and I got this little 360 camera and shit. So
oh hell yeah, bro, that's dope. That's dope.
That's gonna be up in the future, you know. So, cause like, man, I'm like, dang, Solo's really killing it on stage. I wish there was a camera right now. Yeah, and like we got cameraman. I got my cousin Isaac. I got like homies and that be like with the camera and whatnot. But to do them at every show, the way we do it, like, you know what I mean? Like it just makes more sense to have kind of like that POV type shit. You know what I mean?
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. What's the dream? What's the big dream for y'all?
For me, man, I want to make it to the point where I can just help people out with my music and let them know that, hey, you're not alone, man. I go through this shit too, because some of my music, I talk really personal. I get on a personal level. So like I try to relate with the people that really just be going through the shit that I be going through, you know? Because like when I'm writing my music, it really is very therapeutical for me. I like to, you know, it really helps me like just get it off my chest and shit. So that's what my goal is, just to help people feel the same way I'm not feeling, you know. I want them to be freaking feeling good and happy and just know, yo, you're not alone, bro. I'm right here.
For my personal goal is like I write a lot of motivational, like get up off of the couch, get off your ass, like go get it type shit. Like, you know, like stay motivated, like whatever it is you are, just stay driven, just keep going. Like you'll hear it a lot in my lyricism when I go hard and shit. Like I'm really talking to the crowd a lot just to like push them to do better, because the crowd inspires me to do better. You know, that's what inspires me to write better. Like when I see the crowd vibing out and I see how they react to us and shit, that inspires me on my pen and pad, like to determine what I'm gonna write off the dome, you know. Other than the beat aside, you know, because I can write some shit without, like, they can vouch for me too. They see me write some bars like without a beat in the room. I'm just writing shit in the background, just writing. And then whatever beat they throw on, I'm just gonna put it in there, you know, because that's how my mind works, you know. Like I'm authentically gonna fucking give you some determination or try to feed you some free game. If I can give you that, then I'm doing my part in the hip hop community. I'm good with that. Personally, I just want to motivate you and push you, because I'm letting people to know that they inspire me too. You know, it's a two-way street. You feel me? Get up and go get it. Straight up. That's me.
Yeah, respect to that, man.
And you know, when someone asks me that question, I always give the same answer. You know what I mean? Like bigger than Michael Jackson, bigger than Drake. You know, bigger than BTS, bigger than Taylor Swift. Like, I'm going for it all. We're going all the way to the top, and I'm not talking just the top. I'm talking about the top that's on top of the top, and maybe even on top of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like there's no brakes on this train, bro. For me, anyway, it's like fucking just taking it all the way. But I guess like some sub goals would be like, you know, to experiment in every genre, because I feel like Long Beach as a whole is like just such a big melting pot. Everybody likes everything here. There's so many different people in Long Beach. I think it's like the third most diverse city in America or something like that. That, you know, you're just exposed to so much culture. And then like when I go visit places, like I got a brother in Oklahoma, I got, you know, people like in those kind of like smaller or more, everybody looks the same type places, you know what I mean? They're missing that kind of like the experimental like mindset of like, oh, I wonder what this sounds like, I wonder what that sounds like. So I want to be the artist that like can kind of like do a little bit of everything. I want to have a country album, I want to have like an album that's like different styles of rap, or, you know, just like to, you know, people fuck with me and then they see the shit that I have, maybe it'll get it, like they'll delve into like other genres or other things, you know, expand the mind a bit, be more inclusive, be more like accepting of everybody. Because I feel like that's something that's like you get in Long Beach is like off the bat, there's just so many people, so many different ideas, and it's just like it just makes your brain like way better.
Now tell me about the show tonight, and then anything else you got coming up this year.
The show tonight, I'm excited. It's in LA. Going back out there with the boys, the Ghetty Boys. It's gonna be a good show. I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, Menthol Prince. You know, I keep telling you your name, but Menthol Prince, definitely.
Social security number 2.
I got you. It's 444-82. No, but he set it up, man. Shout out to Menthol Prince. He got it all taken care of. So we're ready to rock this show. It's going to be a great show. And then what I got coming up, I got a show in Santa Ana FTG happening on February 9th. It's going to be a show for my album and also my homie's album, Prophecy. We're doing like a 2-album type thing. So it's going to be really cool. It's also in the middle of both of our birthdays because he was born on the 8th and I was born on the 10th, and we're doing the show on the 9th. So shout out to that, man. And then we got another show happening in La Habra on the 23rd of February, so stay on the lookout for that. Yo,
Right. Yeah, we got our first underground gig. Actually, out of all the shows we've been doing, this is actually the first legitimate underground gig that Menthol actually pulled for us, actually. So I'm actually really stoked about that and see what the venue's like, because we've never done this before. So this is actually a first one under our belt for a first actual underground gig, which I'm really actually low-key stoked for, because I'm really heavy on underground music. Like personally, I bump a lot of Currency, UGK, you know, Bun B, a lot of that shit. Ellie Dollar, there's a lot of people I bump underground, so I'm really stoked for that. Plus we got a lot of albums on the way. We got Smoke Season on the way from Menthol Prince, man, that's gonna be fire. We got Back in the Days that's already dropped from my boy Ghetty Boy. Like that shit is fire as fuck, man. It's on all streaming platforms while you're at it. And then I got Powerbomb Volume 1 in the works. That's TBA to drop. So, you know, I'm a big wrestling fan, like on my chain right here. You know, world heavyweight champ out here, you know, this is the universal champ. No, that's it. So we got a lot of shit on the way, so I'm stoked for that. And we got a lot of audio dope for your ears, man, on this way.
Hell yeah. I feel like that underground energy is going to be a different kind of energy, bro.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be lit, man. No, this guy who set it up, he's super legit. It's hopefully we do a lot of work with him in the future. But in terms of the year, yeah, man, we got so much in the works. You know, I'm gonna try and make sure there's a song dropped every 2 weeks. We got like 70 songs in the vault. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try and make music videos for all of them. We're gonna try and it's gonna be crazy. We got so many shows lined up, tour opportunities. You know, to tag along with people on tours. So it's just gonna be this year's gonna be game changing for real. Yeah. In terms of albums, I got my album Smoke Season coming out in I think the 18th of February. I'm trying to look at our little whiteboard over there. And like Solo said, Powerbomb. Danny has his own Ghetty Boys album coming out. You know, me and Danny have an album coming out. Me and Solo have an album coming out. Me and a bunch of other people like in the mutual community have albums coming out. Off the top of my head, I know I'm working with this guy, Autonomy, Classified, Lil Jerk. Just a bunch of people in the community right now, and it's gonna be lit. And a lot of people from Batch Records too. I know Bravo, Prophecy, everybody. Yeah, so.
Actually,
one big
Danny, I wanted to ask you about Batch Records, man. When did you start that? Tell me about it.
Well, I'll break it down for you. Okay, so Batch Records when I was in high school, it started off as a rap group. It was a rap group of 6 of us. We went by the batch because we made a batch of music. We're a batch of kids. We're smoking a batch of weed. We're like 16, 17. Doing our thing, making a batch of music. So we called ourselves the batch. And we used to like make mixtapes and hand them out in school and do all that. And then as we grew up and we grow older, and people go their own separate ways, they started splitting up, man. So I ended up I love this. I love doing what I do. So I ended up keep going. So I rebranded the batch and I said, I'm gonna turn it into Batch Records. So I went out of my way, I turned it into Batch Records. I was the first artist on it. So like I dropped my first like independent solo record called What Does It Cost off of Batch Records. And then after that I started getting my homies on because I saw how better that how they wanted it as bad as I did. Like Bravo 562 came up to me, and then Prophecy was always there, but he was like in and out of it. But now he's like really like fully into it because he saw the passion and the dream and saw that it could work and it can possibly happen to the best of us in the better than what we can imagine. So we've ended up working out. We sat down, we said this is what we're gonna do, and it's been working ever since, man. Like even with Jesus the 3 before the E, man, at first, like just like Prophecy, they didn't think they could rap. And I was like, man, you could do it, bro. It's just, you gotta be dedicated and just take your time. You're not gonna be the best like overnight. Like that's not gonna happen. If you really want this, you practice it, because practice makes perfect. And yeah, man, so like I'm really proud of everyone on it and everything we've done. So like I really want to shout them, shout out.
No doubt.
Shout out Prophecy, Jesus the 3 before the E, and Bravo.
Solo, what about that nonprofit you were talking about?
Oh, the nonprofit organization. Actually, I'm starting. It's called Who Care We Care nonprofit organization. By the end of this year, it's going to be geared towards people with disabilities. Because my oldest brother, he has cerebral palsy, and then my younger brother, he passed away 2021 diabetes.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's all good. I'm still living on. I've got to finish this marathon for him. And that's why I'm pursuing this organization with my cousin, Emmanuel Mathis. He helped me get it started. So we're waiting on the EIN number and still getting it processed by the state right now. So we got everything in motion right now. So I'm really grateful to announce that recently on Instagram about that. So it's a lot of big things for the future getting started, and it's a learning process actually for me too. Because, being a co-president is the first nonprofit organization I've actually started up. So, for me, it's all a learning curve this year, but you'll see growth, definitely.
Well, damn, mad props. It's like all of you do everything you do for other people. Like you all said your ideas of success were what you can help other people with through your music. It's y'all are I fuck with you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, man, appreciate you too, bro. Like it just feels like, you know what I mean, just right. Oh shit. But yeah.
Well, before we end the interview, man, how about some life advice that you all leave for anybody watching?
Life advice. Definitely don't stop. Like that's number one. Like if you got a goal, you got a dream, like don't let anyone ever tell you that like you can't do it, because you're the only person you can tell yourself that you can or cannot do something. Like I don't know what I would be or what I would be doing if I didn't have this goal, if I didn't have this dream. It's helped me in a million ways. I like work now. I like working towards stuff. It's like purpose. People who drift without purpose, I mean, that's all you're going to be doing is drifting, and one day you're going to realize that. And then one day you're going to need to attach to something. You're going to need to like really commit 100% into something. There's a reason you're here, there's a reason that it's a reason for everything, and it goes the way it's supposed to go. And like as soon as you hear what you're supposed to be doing, like you just got to attach that, and you just got to like hit that 110%. And I guess that'd be like some life advice. Like don't let anybody dictate your life. That's all you, and you gotta like do what you're supposed to do here on earth. Yeah.
I would say save money. Always save money. Have money saved. Yes. And also, man, keep doing what you're doing. Never give up. Even though how many people talk down on you and tell you you can't do it, it's always possible. Impossible says I'm possible. Just keep doing what you're doing. Even that little voice in your head that's telling you to don't stop. Keep chasing that dream. Follow it, man. Follow that good feeling also, because it could turn out better than you can ever imagine. If you stop today, you would have never got to that point or even see what could have happened. And then you got to live with that feeling of, damn, I should have done it, or that feeling of regret. So if you got something that you're really passionate about, never stop.
I'm gonna close it out with this. Michelangelo said at 87, I'm still learning. So just people, y'all keep on learning. Your brain, knowledge is power and health is wealth. Take care of yourself, and don't waste your youth trying to grow the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure y'all have at least 2 songs worth of bars just in what you've said in this interview. Like if you go through and just take out some shit, like you got it, man. But this has been an awesome episode of Conversation with Character with Solo Dope, Danny Boy, Menthol Prince, aka the Ghetty Boys. Follow them up, hit them up, watch their content. It's dope as fuck, bro. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.